didn't change my life, then I'd probably be out on the streets.
If you go in and you're a bit glum, nobody will say to you, what's wrong with your face?
People who
It's
have
a kind of once a month meeting where I get to meet other people with bipolar.
Making recovery real in Dundee is a story sharing project. Not only is it important to share stories, but it's also important to listen to them.
I was on the wrong path for a while, and I just came to terms to myself saying, you can't go further on doing this. So it was just a change of mind in a sense.
Well, at the end of the day, it's up to me. If I don't want to get well, or I just don't want to get up.
What I do before I, know I'm going to get to that stage again, I'll watch happy films, I'll take my dogs for a walk, and by the time I come back from the walk, or by the time I've watched the film, I've totally forgotten about the stress or situation, or I no longer feel as down as what I did.
I've been down to the depths, and I've been around the houses quite a while. I used to have a saying for it, I was on the wheel. It was like a hamster on a wheel.
Right.
And that's the way it felt. After 10 years of that, something inside said to me, or I said to myself, look, I have to stop this. I can't fight this anymore. Yeah. I'm going to have to try and work with this.
I still are up and down sometimes. Some days I can't really do much at all, but it's just keeping myself kind of occupied and kind of enjoying what I'm actually doing. I think that helps my recovery as well.
Positive mind, positive thinking. I think that you've got to come within yourself.
Attack a day at a time. One day at a time I attack.
The hardest part is when leaving the hospital and you're stuck in this house on your own, thinking it's very quiet. You've got to get out.
I didn't give up. I just thought, I've got to change. And if it doesn't work, well, it doesn't work.
One thing what I done was a real positive thing, was I stopped smoking.
I keep myself busy, and I'm so determined, that I'm not going to end up that way again.
For some reason I developed a really good self-awareness, and I just knew that if I didn't build a good relationship with myself, I was never going to have good relationships with other people. It just wasn't going to happen. So
keeping myself busy and occupied actually helps in my recovery, and helping others is what I'm focusing on. That means a lot to me.
Well, it worked for you the first time that you became unwell and you got well again. Might not be the same way you get better the next time.
I used to lie in the bed for 4 o'clock at night.
Right.
And just go back to bed again.
Right.
So, but when I went to so much, I went to the gardening and I changed.
Right. So it gave you a chance to change.
Give us a chance to try different things.
Uh-huh.
Being positive and having a nucleus of friends and drop-ins, public houses, cafes, just in the street,
Places you can go.
Yeah, places you can go.
Yeah. We've got things planned on the 11th of maybe March, doing a Ivors greenhouse.
Ivors greenhouse?
That's a challenge,
Yeah, so what's Ivors greenhouse? Tell me.
We're gonna make it a bonnie for them.
Ah, brilliant. Tidy it up and do it up for them. Yeah. Great idea. Brilliant.
when I think about being in the hospital settings, people didn't understand you. So that made it really difficult.
Well, what they've done to make a difference is they were very kind to me.
Just having somebody that understands you, and even in your counselling, it's people that understand as well. So that was massive.
Having somebody who had been through it all as well kind of helped, because I didn't have anybody in my life who had a mental health illness, and it kind of made my life easier, because I was able to say to them, look, is this working for you, or like, did this happen with you, and am I going crazy, or is this actually real, and I was able to have people to talk to, which I don't have on the outside world.
Well, recovery is well looking forward to.
Building good relationships, building family relationships again,
Yeah.
building a new circle of friendships, having good support, having people that understand.
Yeah.
The church is, and my faith is a big part of my recovery.
Am I looking for new challenges? Because I put myself forward for new challenges, but it's difficult to know. Because I've learned that in the past, the face things got on.
What sort of particular challenges would you say?
Well, different. Well, I'm going to go back to chrysalis, that's a new challenge.
Over the past few years, I just feel my confidence has grown. I'm able now to take some praise as well. If somebody goes, oh, you've done that well. And I'm able to say, oh, yeah, I did do that, without feeling too big-headed about it.
I mean, there isn't any one thing that actually helps my recovery. It's a multiple of quite a few things that helps my recovery.
I think recovery is a good thing, and I think it's good that the government are getting involved in that.
There is help out there, you just have to know where to find it. Because I feel I'm a more worthwhile person now, and that I do have something to contribute to society.
Having a support group as well, that kind of is a kind of once a month meeting where, you know, I get to meet other people with bipolar, and it's easier for me to kind of speak on my mind.
I've seen the tunnel, I've seen the light, and I've got through the other end. So if I had to help other people with my stories, I would.
We'll look after each other.
If they've got any problems, we'll try and sort them out for them.
Got a better relationship with my girls now, because I'm obviously happier. So it's a win-win for everybody.
Rather than fight the illness, I felt like I had to accept it.
Right.
And say, look, I'm okay, I'm accepting this, I'm not fighting you anymore. Right. And what I'm going to do is I'm going to try to work with you and work around you and try to see if I can get some kind of peace. And over 10 years, I've not been 100% successful in that, but I've been quite successful.
It's a journey, is it? There's always room for learning and improvement, so I'm always improving.
Yeah.
I feel quite confident now at telling my story, but for somebody else that could be quite a slow process. You know, they might start off confining in one person, it's a group that go in, and you know, and they build it up. That's what I had to do. I wouldn't have been able to tell my story straight off.
The more people that tell stories, the more awareness gets out, and the more people will learn that it is a genuine problem, just the same as any physical illness.
I've been going to the Willows now for 3 years. Well, it's actually called Damage, but we call it the Willows. We prefer that. It's much nicer. It's much nicer. It's a place for people with mental health problems, and they're really supportive. The strange thing was, I didn't know anything about the place until I had to go to the job centre when my husband decided to leave me. And the first lady was very rude and just said, why haven't you worked for 20 odd years and all of this? And I was getting really upset. And this other lady came over and she goes, you're not fit to work just now. And so I explained my situation. And then she says, I'm putting you on to my co-worker. So this was, I met Fiona Batchelor from the One-to-One project at the job centre. And for the first few weeks, Fiona came to my house. And then on the 5th week, she goes, look, I want you to do something really good. She said, I want you to try and get on the bus and come down. So that was really nerve-wracking because my confidence was at a low ebb, really low. But I made it. I come down the town, met Fiona, and we went to Damage. Met Kevin and the rest of the group there. Showed us about. Mentioned the art group. Well, I'm very art and crafty. Always have been. And we had to fill a form. It got signed by the 3 of us, and then Kevin said, I don't think there'll be a problem, but you just have to wait and see. But within a fortnight, I got a letter saying it'd been accepted, and I could now start going to Willows.
I'm fed up hurting myself. I'm fed up hurting other people. I'm fed up being ill, I'm fed up being paranoid, I'm fed up being angry. I've got 3 children, you know, at that time. I've got umpteen grandchildren now. And I just can't continue this way. Like, you come to a crossroad and one arrow points that way and the other one, what do you want to do, mate? Do you want to keep on this road or do you want to go off it? And I thought, well, I'm going to take my chances. And I joined a singing group. And when I joined it just for something to do, to take us out of the mental. It was a community-based group, and I wanted to step out the mental health setup and to be among what I would class as normal people.
Yeah.
Right? Yeah. I realised that these people, there was nothing to be afraid. You know, they were nice people. There was no stigma attached. There was nothing. I didn't tell them about my history, but they made me welcome, and I felt this is better than what I've been doing.
Yes.
And it led to playing a guitar. It led to going around nursing homes singing for old people, and it was a totally different road I took. I felt like if I could help others, that was helping me.
What's been important for me in my own recovery is being able to help other people, being made an example of in a good way, people saying positive things about me, etc. Actually, to the point that I've been, said to by a couple of people that I've actually been like their hero, to get through what I got through. Everybody deserves to be happy. Nobody deserves to feel that horrible way, whether it's anxiety, depression, any kind of mental illness. It's just not fair, and there is a light out there, and they can get better. Might not be overnight, we know that, but I never thought I'd get better ever. No, never thought I'd get back to myself. I first started going to the Haven when I got out of the Carsview. I was there as a patient, and I started to volunteer in the kitchen, doing things to keep myself occupied. I still wasn't fully recovered at the time. I was still very, very anxious and would have to leave sometimes early, and then I just started to feel better, become more determined, I'm going to do this, I'm not going to leave, I'm going to fight this. And then the next thing, I was up at Carsview where I'd been a patient, doing peer support, helping people up there, explaining the story to them, and it lets them see, oh well, there is hope there. If we've been there as patients and we're there here now, then the chance they could do exactly the same.
What I wanted to ask about was what recovery actually means to you, what it means to you personally.
I feel better when I get up early in the morning rather than lying in my bed till 10:30, which I've been doing for the past couple of weeks because I've only been that well. So, but when I've got somebody to get up for, I can't do it like it's this morning and yesterday morning. That's what it means to me.
I guess it's just the same for me. It's getting outside the 4 walls, which I stayed in the kind of solitude in my own head for that long, that it's good to come out and see other people that are like-minded, and you get a chance to share your problems. And it's sometimes that you don't feel like coming in, once you've been in and you've done your wee bit, and you do go away with quite a bit of satisfaction over it, and it just changes your mood, without a doubt.
I think recovery to me meant that I was spending more positive time with my family, and I wasn't sort of just in the house all the time. And I say certainly getting out, and I can echo that with yourself, but getting out and have somewhere particular to go. I love making or growing things and sharing that with other people, whether it's making jam or sharing jam out with folk, or making soup and bringing soup in. I mean, I love doing it. I love sharing things with other people.
I worked for it was a private estate up in Nairn, but I was there for just about 13 years, and it's when I come into here, it's great because Joyce can say to me, go and do that and show such and such how to do that, and I'm glad I'm sharing that knowledge.
I think it'd be fair to say when I first started, I'd be hiding in a corner if anybody came round it. You know, I wouldn't be volunteering my knowledge or even trying to help people out. I'd just take off, but it's different now. It definitely brings on your confidence, without a doubt.
Yeah, because I've seen it.
You see it for your own eyes when you've been out here for that long a time.
I've seen it in you the past, because you started it for me, didn't you? About a month before me.
We've been into about
that's right, because I first met you when you were out there in the
something. But it's good to see it, and it does say that knock-on effect, where if you see somebody's doing, you maybe leave them a bit, and then you go to them, and then you are right and all the rest of it, and then you're able to say, well, I actually went through the same thing as you just 2 weeks ago or 12 days ago.
That's really important, isn't it?
Well, working here, doing something that I've got a great passion for, gardening, as well as helping others or supporting others, and guiding in some respect through their recovery journey. That's really important to me as well. I'm being fortunate in my primary health care. My GP has been fantastic over the years, very supportive. And
a lot of people have mentioned helping others as being a significant thing. What would you all have to say about that?
Well, mutual support, that's important because doing the Willow Centre, we are mutually support each other. And if they're in a bad day, ask them how they're in a bad day, see if you can help them.
When you're helping somebody else, you're helping yourself. And if you're able to put somebody's mind at ease, just if it's for, I don't know, half an hour, and you've went through the same problems as them. They're not sitting with a doctor or anybody like that, where it's a really formal thing. You're trying to remember everything about what your last bad episode was. Here it just flows. It just comes out itself. It's just like, maybe it's the surroundings, I don't know, but it definitely makes you feel better when you're helping somebody else, without a doubt.
Somebody said to you, you don't recover. How would you reply to that? What would you say?
Oh, you do recover, but that's a few years.
Takes a while.
It doesn't happen overnight, and it's got to happen, in my opinion, for me anyway, it happened very gradually, sort of almost like wee baby steps sort of thing. But sometimes you were 2 forward and 4 back. It doesn't always go as easy.
Smooth.
It can be almost like a roller coaster in some respects. You can have that debate. It's getting yourself back up there again. So yeah, recovery is totally possible.
There's still a lot of stigma about mental health. Do you know what I mean? People don't understand it. They just say, "Oh, he's mental."
Do you still come across a lot of stigma?
I come across a lot of stigma against mental health.
I think it's what I say, just don't give up hope.
No.
Keep, if you can't, do your best to strive, even if it's only wee tiny things you're doing. In fact, it was almost like having a jigsaw with no picture.
Right.
And then finding the pieces as I went along.
Right.
And then finally, right, I've got the whole picture now, I've got it.
Yeah.
And I could see it, and that was totally fabulous. It was just, wow.